Today I want to talk about custom mouth guards. The context is a lot of people have custom mouth guards. Probably one of the most popular appliances. Usually they're for anti-bruxism or sleep apnea. Usually they're made by a dentist, and so probably many millions of people are already wearing them. And what it's used for, so popular uses are clenching and grinding, TMJ, protecting dental work, and sometimes kind of alleviating jaw pain. Why is it custom? It's custom because it's fitted to your teeth, right? So you cannot just sell it right out of the box the way that we sell Reviv. It's not like a one size fits all type appliance. It's made of either usually acrylic, dental resin, acrylic resin, which is, quite a hard material, or it could be made of other things like flexible medical grade plastics and dual laminate. It can also, you can have a custom mouth guard for either your upper or your lower, but it usually fits on either your upper or your lower arch. Where do you get them? So usually they're made by dentists and they usually cost at least several $100s if you're in the US. They can cost even, upwards over $1,000 by some dentists. The way they do it is they take a mold of your teeth, they send it to a dental lab, you come back, they fit it on you, and you're good to go. There's also these online players now. So I bought and have had my family members buy from some of these online players, like J&S Dental Splint is one. There's other brands like Sporting Smiles, Remy, Cheeky, and they'll deliver it to your home. And what they do is they usually send you a impression kit. You take an impression, you send it back to them. They use the impression to make an appliance. They send you the appliance, and that's how you get it. And usually these things cost around $150 or so. And then it takes a few weeks to make as well. How are these different from Reviv? So what is consistent about a custom mouth guard is that it is fitted onto the teeth, right? So it fits over exactly where your teeth are, and therefore it doesn't really allow your teeth to move. Like if your teeth move, you need to get a new one. Whereas with Reviv, like your upper and lower teeth just hit this flat surface. So if your upper and lower teeth move at all, like it's completely fine. You can just continue to use Reviv. And this is important because with this biomechanical process, your teeth are changing daily, right? Not massively, but like I used to test this on my tracking splints, is that your dental contacts are changing daily, which means that the teeth are like untwisting, uprighting, your dental arches are changing. And so if you have them locked into this, for example, lower mouth guard, the teeth are going to be stuck there. And so even if you make some progress, the minute you put the mouth guard back on, like it's going to be, pushed back into where the mouth guard wants them to sit. So I generally don't like things that are fitted to the teeth. The other thing is a lot of these mouth guards are lightly indexed, meaning that like it's not completely flat on top. So if you get like a lower mouth guard, for example, from J&S Dental Splints, which I've, done before, it's kind of like shaped a little bit like your lower teeth. And so potentially it holds positioning, like it tries to replicate the positioning of your lower teeth to the upper teeth, and therefore it kind of locks your jaw a little bit. Probably not as much as your normal teeth. I generally don't like anything that is trying to lock a position because your jaw needs several positions, and if you lock one, it's bad for you. Definitely like anything even more indexed. Index is the term when they kind of fix how your upper and lower teeth come together. So this is a dental term. If it doesn't makes you a hardcore index splint that holds your jaw in one spot, like that is very bad. And I've used those when I first was visiting dentists in 2014, and I highly recommend not doing that. And the third thing where it's different is I think a mouth guard where it's got upper lower tooth channels, it goes up, between the gums. In my view, it's just like it's engaging more muscles just by wearing it than a splint is, and therefore it's creating more stretch. So I've always found that using a mouth guard is faster than using a flat lower splint, and I used to use both quite a bit back in the day. And so that's something I feel pretty confident in saying, that a mouth guard will work faster than a lower splint. Does that mean wearing a custom mouth guard is bad? No. If you wear a custom mouth guard that is on your lower teeth and is flat, you're going to get better, just not as fast as wearing a Reviv or a Shock Doctor or something like this. So it still works, right? Your upper teeth are going to be able to expand and move. So one arch is able to move, the other arch is kind of stuck. So as long as you're keeping it flat and changing the custom mouth guard every few months, it's okay, because if you change it every few months, the lower teeth that it's sitting on will still be able to move. Like the mouth guard won't completely prevent the lower teeth from moving. And then if you get a new one in a few months, that'll kind of capture the new position of the teeth, and even the lower arch will be able to continue to evolve, which is important. If you keep it flat and you do that, wearing a flat custom mouthguard, you will actually improve. It still adheres to my 2 rules of these biomechanics, which is, put height between the teeth and don't lock the upper and lower teeth. Thank you.